A Southern California dream house turns into a nightmare after the family discovers a hidden room with a dark secret.
It's like a secret room.
Someone or something lurks in the shadows.
It was like a sledgehammer. Boom, boom, boom.
Stay here. Call the police.
I was terrified.
Will anger, vengeance, and fear break the family apart?
Something is in this house, Errol.
I don't know what to say.
Or worse?
I was fearful for my life.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. "30 miles outside of Los Angeles lies a suburb nestled in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains. Founded in 1887, the town originally began as a railroad community, uniting Los Angeles to the citrus groves and ranches to the west.
It's kind of like a small town where you have the mountains that you can see. We decided that we wanted to buy a home, and we thought that that would be the best opportunity to start our new life.
Did I do it right?
You ready? Today's the day, right?
Yeah.
Come here.
In the fall of 2001, newlyweds Sherry and Errol and Sherry's 2 daughters move into a 3-bedroom house.
When Sherry and I decided to move in together, she was ecstatic.
We're gonna do this? Let's go.
It was beautiful. I loved the house. It was one of those homes that just had that sense of family.
What a great place for them to ride.
Here they go.
I have 2 daughters. Natalie's my 7-year-old. Danielle's my 5-year-old.
I had a special house in mind that I wanted for the kids as I would want for my own children. It's got a very large yard, but most of all, it was safe.
Sherry's mother, Sharon, lives a few hours away.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sherry and Errol got along quite well. The kids took to him, and seeing Sherry so happy, and Errol and the girls too, it made me happy.
You can do this. You're gonna do it. Are you set?
Yeah.
Okay. And go!
Oh my gosh.
Be careful.
It was everything she wanted and more. It was a perfect world.
For the next few days, Sharon helps her daughter unpack and organize the house.
It was late at night, and we decided to go out in the garage.
See, this is what I mean. If this weren't such a mess, I think I could at least fit 1 car in over here.
You know, if we move these boxes over here. So how's Errol liking his new job?
You know, I think he likes it a lot.
He's been gone a lot lately.
What in the world?
Did you know this was here?
No.
My mom and I found this secret room, and I found it quite odd that it was concealed.
Go get Errol. Tell him to bring me a flashlight. Come see what my mom found.
What's going on?
Well, it's like a secret room.
The first time I went into the room, my mind was going in 1,000 different directions. What is this room doing here? Why is this room here? Who put this room here? I mean, I was just trying to brainstorm as to what it could possibly be.
We noticed that there was a fluorescent light, and there was also this cabinet.
What do you think that's for? I don't know. This is strange.
It was very odd. It was not disclosed to us when we were buying the home. Like somebody was trying to keep a secret. but we didn't know if maybe this was just an honest mistake.
Honey, think of it as a bonus room.
It's creepy.
Come on, this is gonna be great. It's extra room, it's extra closet space. Listen, let's go get some dinner, come on.
We just left it as, okay, so there's another room. We figured that it's just storage, and that was it.
For the next few weeks, while Sherry is in between jobs, she spends most of her days in the house by herself.
When we first moved in, I would be alone. The kids would be off at school. At the time, Errol was working quite a bit, so he was basically never really home. Whenever I would do laundry in the garage area by the secret room, I would feel that somebody was watching me. I knew that something wasn't right, but I brushed it off. I would start thinking that maybe it was just my imagination. I heard this thud noise, as if one of the kids had rolled out of bed. They were both wrapped up, very secure. Nothing fell. I checked their room.
Is everything
You
okay?
scared me.
Okay, let's go to bed. Come on.
Okay.
I was upstairs on the computer. I was looking for a job at the time. And I hear this faint noise of footsteps going up the stairs. At first, I thought that it was Errol, and I thought that maybe he was coming home from work early and he was gonna surprise me. I even turned around and I got up and I went to look at the top of the stairs to see if he was there.
Errol? Is that you?
And I didn't see anything.
Soon after moving into a suburban Los Angeles home with her new husband and 2 daughters, Sherry Musowski discovers her house has secrets.
What do you think that's for?
After stumbling upon a hidden room in the garage, Sherry is left with a growing paranoia she can't explain. It's as if someone or something evil lurks in the house.
I would be alone, the kids would be off at school, Errol would be at work,
Errol?
and I would feel that somebody was watching me.
Errol? Is that you?
I could hear these footsteps getting closer and closer. The feeling was so strong that I actually thought it was Errol standing beside me, touching my neck. I turned around and he's not there. This really freaked me out. I knew that it wasn't my imagination.
The physical contact leaves Sherry shaken, and she finally confesses her fears to her husband.
I swear, hun, something was here in the house. I heard footsteps on the stairs.
I'm sure there's a natural explanation. You said yourself, right on the fault line.
When Sherry started first expressing her concerns to me about the noises in the house, I really did not think that there was anything unusual.
You're not listening. Something touched me.
Errol brushed off a lot of the noises and the feelings that I would get because the house was located on the San Andreas Fault.
Hey, let's just get some rest. It's gonna be okay.
I believe what I see.
I knew that I was not alone. I knew that I wasn't crazy. And I knew that there was something happening inside of that house.
A few days later, Sherry's mother, Sharon, spends the night.
I visited, often to help take care of the girls. The girls, they liked me to stay in their room when they went to sleep. And I'd either read or watch television. The door slowly opened, and I felt like somebody was watching me.
Sherry? Errol?
In that amount of time, they couldn't have made it back to that room and closed their doors without making a sound. I don't scare easily, but I was frightened.
Also fearing for her grandchildren, Sharon is compelled to share her experience with Sherry.
So you said you wanted to talk to me about something.
The other night, when I stayed in the girls' room,
Yeah?
the door opened on its own. But I felt that somebody was there.
Sherry and I started noticing and becoming aware of things that were happening.
I've been having similar experiences.
I knew that there was some type of paranormal activity. Somebody else was experiencing it as well. It wasn't just me.
think the house is haunted.
Everything that I was saying finally started to make some sense.
I've tried to talk to Errol about it. He doesn't understand, or maybe he just thinks I'm crazy.
I believe you.
We realized that it started when we first found the secret room.
Shari decides to research the history of the home.
I pulled up the title of the house to see the previous owners, and I wanted to see if anything happened at the house prior to us owning it. I even went to the police department. I gave them the address, and I asked them if they had any type of calls that were at the house, and they went back on their records, and they said no, and they said that basically the house was, pretty quiet.
With no evidence that a traumatic event took place in the house, Shari avoids discussing the haunting with Errol. But keeping her feelings bottled up begins to eat away at their relationship.
When Errol basically ignored what I was trying to tell him about the house, it really bothered me. Not only did it make me feel insecure, but it also made me feel that he wasn't listening to me.
Is dinner almost done?
It'll be a while.
I was just gonna chill the bottle of wine.
Okay, if you want to.
I thought she was overreacting. We were both on edge a lot.
What was that?
It was like a sledgehammer against the wall. It rocked the whole house.
And the sound is coming from the garage.
Call the police!
Soon after newlyweds Errol and Shari and her 2 daughters move in, Shari is convinced their house is haunted and that the source lies in a secret room off the garage.
This is strange.
But Errol doesn't believe in ghosts. With each passing day, Shari finds herself growing more resentful of her husband.
I heard footsteps on the stairs.
I'm sure there's a natural explanation.
I just thought we lived in an older house and it could be explained by normal causes.
I was very upset. He just didn't even believe me. He didn't even really listen to me. I knew that there was something happening inside of that house.
Is dinner almost done?
It'll be a while.
It sounded like somebody was in the garage, taking their fist and banging against the wall.
Boom, boom, boom.
I was terrified.
Call the police!
Don't go out there.
The banging was so loud that it would have broken the stucco. I don't know how that was achieved without damaging the wall. I just couldn't figure it out.
Errol cannot locate the source of the mysterious banging. Police officers arrive to inspect the exterior of the house.
Ma'am, sir, We walked around the house. We didn't see any signs of forced entry. We didn't see anything unusual, anything out of the ordinary. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Did you check on that one side that, you know?
So we checked around the
Nothing?
doors, around the windows. We checked everywhere. We didn't see anything unusual. No. I'm sorry.
The officers made sure that they walked the whole outside of the house, the whole outside perimeter. They checked everything. They didn't find any footprints.
I mean, don't hesitate to call us anymore if you hear something, okay?
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you, you too. What do you think that was?
I don't know.
Something is in this house, Errol.
I don't know what to say.
That's what I keep talking about.
For the next few weeks, the couple remains on edge. While Sherry is convinced that opening the secret room has unlocked something evil, Errol struggles to make sense of the unexplained noises.
After that happened, I was giving everything a second look. I heard two girls whispering and then laughing. Sherry let the kids go to sleep by television, so I figured it's one of those shows that they're watching on TV. When I went in there, they were definitely asleep. These kids were out. I really was perplexed. I didn't know what to think. It sent chills right up my back.
A few days later, Errol is working in the garage.
I felt like someone was looking at me.
On the outside, this suburban Los Angeles house and family looked like any other. Mom, stepdad, two girls, living a normal life. But the discovery of a dark, hidden room may have awakened an evil presence. Errol is reluctant to believe their dream house is haunted until his curiosity gets the better of him and he goes exploring.
Pretty much fed up with everything that was going on and wanted to know what was up with that house. There was no mistaking that something had put their hand on my shoulder. I didn't know what to do. I really didn't know what to do. That's when I realized that there was something going on in the house that wasn't normal. It was the first time in my life I had felt afraid.
What?
Sit down.
Go on. Okay.
I felt this hand. I mean, Sherry, I felt this man's hand on my shoulder. And a few weeks ago, I swear I heard little girls giggling.
Now the family has detected 3 ghosts, a menacing male and 2 little girls. But the reason for the haunting remains a mystery.
I knew that he finally was witnessing what I had witnessed. The noises and the feelings of being touched on my neck. All the things that I was trying to tell him, he now got to see that I wasn't making any of this stuff up. It made me feel a lot better that I wasn't alone.
That's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
I knew that whatever this thing was, this spirit or entity, I knew that it was gonna get worse in time. We needed to do something.
Errol, can you come here, please?
Devout Catholics, Sherry and her mother conduct research on how to rid the house of ghosts.
I had read up on a couple of websites where they had said, take holy water, say a prayer, also hold a crucifix, and bless the house.
I was scared for all 4 of them, but I also felt helpless because I felt like there was nothing I could do.
I'm gonna take this.
Okay, I'll take this. Why don't you take that? Your mom sent it for us.
Errol is of Turkish descent. They have this cultural item. It's called an evil eye. You put it in an area of your home where you would like to ward off evil.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
It couldn't hurt. All right, so each doorway.
Sherry uses holy water her mother brought back from a shrine in Lourdes, France, considered by many to be one of the holiest places on earth.
In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost.
Bless this house.
Why don't you hang that on the garage door? In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost.
Bless this house.
I just thought, if that made her feel better, that was okay with me. But I didn't put any credence in it at all. You're trying to move a mountain with your fingertip. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
For the next few days, the home is peaceful.
After I did my own blessing of the home, it seemed like the general energy in the house was very calm, and I felt very hopeful that it cleared whatever it was in the house. It got rid of it.
Both Sherry and her husband Errol have had frightening encounters with a strong, evil male ghost in their home. Errol has also heard the ghostly sound of little girls laughing. One night, while Errol is out of town, Sherry and her daughters Natalie and Danielle spend the night alone.
Sweetie? What's wrong, hon?
I don't want to sleep in here.
My younger daughter, she was hysterical.
Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of. What's the matter?
Yes, there is. She's right, Mom. There are these two little girls.
My oldest daughter said there were these kids that were talking and they were giggling, and she couldn't get them to stop.
You know what? Come. We'll just sleep in my bed tonight. Here, hon.
But are the ghost children more sinister than they appear?
I felt that I had no control. I really felt at that point that whatever this thing was, it was taking over my home.
After a failed attempt to rid the house of the spirits herself, Sherry invites an expert to investigate the secret room.
I come originally from Germany. I'm a psychic medium, a healer, and a soul empath because I can tune into souls. When I tuned into the energy of the house, the first thing I wanted to check whether the spirit came from outside or was it something which is actually attached to the location itself.
She was my last resort. She was the only person that I felt could put an end to this.
The side of the house where the garage was. That seemed to me the focal point. The secret room felt sad. It felt full of sorrow. It didn't seem as dark as a demon, but it was pretty intense. Definitely a lot of aggressive energy, frustrated energy.
Suddenly, Claudia has a vision of an event that took place in the secret room.
I saw this man laying in a corner, alone. He seemed to be involved in the drug business. It seemed this man had died a violent death, possibly a drug overdose.
There is someone here in the house with you. It's a man.
And Claudia warns he's dangerous.
This dark spirit, his life was cut short. He envied anybody who had a family, children, a wife. His family left him and he became cruel because he was using drugs or dealing with drugs.
Sherry is stunned. When she searched the history of the house, she never came across a record of a man overdosing.
Because his life got cut short, he wanted to make us miserable. He didn't want us to have a happy family and live a happy life.
But what about the little girl ghosts? Claudia explains that they are really the ghost man in a different form.
By using children, this male spirit was a great manipulator. This spirit was tricky enough to use children's voices to get their attention. And then once the children's voices were heard, then he could gain more power.
I was terrified. I knew that it was going to get worse.
Claudia gathers the necessary ingredients to cleanse the house. Instead of using holy water, Claudia uses highly flammable alcohol. If it ignites, they will know they are not alone.
This is going to let you know when the spirit is present. That's when you need to be the most focused. You have to reclaim your home. Can you do that?
I think so. Okay. Saint Michael, the archangel,
She started praying and she prayed her heart out.
defend us in battle. Stand beside us, behind us, in front of us, above us, below us, and protect us from the evil snares of the devil. Saint Michael, take this evil entity back to wherever it is he belongs.
This cleansing was really, really intense. The heat was tremendous.
You have no business here.
She became the flame, she became the light.
This is not your home. Leave this family in peace. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. The presence is gone.
The energy in the house was very calm, and it didn't seem as heavy.
For weeks, the family experiences no paranormal disturbances.
What are your shoulders?
No, I don't think so.
I was very hopeful that I was going to get my house back.
Yeah, that would be terrible. You created a monster already.
What the hell?
Girls, stay here.
The door was just going back and forth, shaking. We knew there was no one on the other side.
This was clearly a spirit.
What is it? What is it?
For the last 9 months, a family of 4 has been haunted by a forceful and imposing entity.
And protect us from the evil snares of the devil.
The medium warns it's the ghost of an angry drug addict who lost his family to his addiction before dying of an overdose.
This male figure, which was so hateful and envious towards what Errol and Sherry had as a couple, he was this very dark and negative spirit.
After the house is cleansed, the family believes the ghost is gone.
I'm gonna laugh now.
It seemed like the general energy in the house was very calm.
You're good.
I was very hopeful that the blessing was going to work.
What the hell?
Girls, stay here.
The door was just going back and forth, shaking.
This was clearly the male spirit, and he wasn't going to leave.
What is it? What is it?
Honey, we need to get the girls out of here.
Let's go. Come on. Come on.
They realize the ghost is back.
And that's when I made the decision, I can't stay here. I can't live with this anymore. I was done.
While Errol rushes the girls out of the house, Sherry packs a few essentials.
There was nothing that was going to make me stay in the home. There was nothing that was going to convince me that things would get better. All of a sudden, I felt pressure of 2 hands forcefully pushed me so far that I fell. That was the most terrifying thing I have ever gone through in my life. That's when I knew that this entity, this male spirit, was dangerous. I knew that this man now wanted to hurt me. It's the worst feeling to know that you've got no defense. That was the day that I actually moved out of the house, and I moved the girls out of the house. I didn't go back.
The family moves in with Sherry's mother while they consider their options.
Errol went ahead and he put the house up for sale.
Eventually, they are able to sell what was once their dream house. As for the newlyweds, Sherry and Errol, the stress of going through the haunting takes a toll on their relationship. After less than a year of marriage, they make the decision to split up.
This entity absolutely led to my divorce, absolutely. This ruined our chances of having a happy life together.
You're not listening.
I'm a guy that normally figures things out, takes control, fixes the situation. You know, I don't focus on the problem. I focus on the solution. At some point, I knew there was no solution.
Sherry and her daughters eventually start over in a nearby town.
It was very hard to see my daughters afraid, to the point of where I knew that they didn't want to be in the house. That was one of the hardest things that I had to do, and it really bothered me. I'm happy at the fact that at least we were able to get out of the home and we were able to live a happier life, going our separate ways. But I'll never forget what we went through.
I think this whole situation did leave a bad taste in my mouth because I lost my family, I lost our dream house.
Watching her daughter's life torn apart has left Sherry's mother heartbroken.
I think that feeling of just feeling helpless and you can't help someone that you love that much and you'd do anything for them, that's the worst feeling. Actually, worse than anything else you can imagine.
It was all taken away because of this male spirit. He won. My marriage lost, he won.
When a woman with a dark past
She got into black magic. She drank human blood.
awakens dormant spirits,
Come and show yourself.
she unleashes a terrified ghostly child
She was scared of something that was in the house.
and a sinister spirit with deadly intentions.
We had no clue how intense it was about to get.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. In the summer of 2013, Stephen McDade, his girlfriend Taylor Jones, and their 5-year-old daughter Isabel move into a small suburban home.
One of the reasons why I like living out towards this way is there's woods. I love to hunt and fish the rivers and the creeks.
The Ohio River is right there. It's very quaint. It's very quiet. We like that. Quiet is good.
Guys?
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
What do you have?
Luna, take it.
Me and Taylor were living with my father, and after we had Isabel, we decided it was time to get our own place and move out and start our life together.
It's a natural next step for this young couple who've been together nearly 9 years.
Taylor, she's beautiful. She is my best friend, and we love each other to death.
He's just all around a great person. I couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, you think of family and I see us. I've never been happier.
There you
Good.
go.
Oh, go play with Luna.
Thought it'd just be a great place that we could raise our little girl, grow as a family, keep strong, and be good to each other.
Luna's got a better house than I do.
I know.
Built in the early 1900s, the home includes a refurbished attic, which now serves as Isabel's bedroom.
Isabel has her own little penthouse upstairs. She's very happy to have her own space and plenty of room to be running around. Mainly, we wanted Isabel to be comfortable and happy.
Stephen is an avid hunter and keeps a handgun in the home for protection.
My main concern with having a gun was Isabel. She's been around guns, you know. Her daddy, he's an avid hunter. We're very, very cautious with it.
Don't shoot.
Whatever. Hey, before you go, you think maybe you could sit down? I got something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So I was thinking that, now that we have our own place, maybe we could, invite your mom over.
Taylor hasn't seen her mother for nearly 10 years. Stephen hopes that they can mend their broken relationship.
She talked about her mother, Joyce. She wasn't in her life too much. They had a falling out, and I know they just have a hard time seeing eye to eye.
The kind of person she is, the things she's done, I don't know.
My mother left me when I was very young and went over to Germany and got caught up in some things that she should not have gotten caught up in. She got into black magic. She drank human blood from a chalice. She has a pentagram tattooed on her. My dad did anything and everything he could to keep me safe. Because being with my mother was not a safe environment. It was very ugly. It was very ugly.
People change. Maybe you guys can work it out.
Family's a big part of our lives. I wanted Taylor to try to reach out to her mother because I think everybody needs to be forgiven, given a second chance.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Taylor finally agrees, not for herself, but for her daughter, Isabel.
We need to get Isabel and Mom together to really make sure that there's a relationship there with the two of them, because I had a wonderful relationship with my grandmother.
Any word yet?
No, not yet.
Despite Taylor's misgivings, later that summer, the day arrives when estranged mother and daughter are reunited.
I had my worries, I had my concerns, I had my fears, but the thing that kept, overcoming all of that was, people change, Taylor. You have to remember that people change. It's okay.
I was happy to hear that Taylor wanted her mother to come out and spend time with us. I was hoping for the best.
Taylor.
I really didn't know what I was expecting.
How are you?
Hello, darling.
Hello, Joyce.
Have you been eating? You look terrible. Way too thin.
Immediately, out of her mouth was the judgment.
Hi, I'm Stephen. It's nice to finally meet you.
When I met Joyce, the vibe she put off was hateful in a way.
Isabel, this is Joyce, my mother.
Your grandmother.
Isabel stayed back a little bit. I think that it was a little strange for her.
Aren't you just precious? Do you have a hug for your grandma?
Luna.
My mother, when she saw Isabel, she's looking basically at a child that looks so much like me at that age. The age that she turned her back to me.
I'm sure it was a long trip. I'm sure you're ready to get settled. Let me show you where you're staying.
I was hoping they could build their relationship back up, but I was still nervous. I didn't want Taylor to get hurt again.
Be nice.
You'll be staying in Isabel's room. I hope that's all right. She can sleep with Steven and me. There's fresh towels in the bathroom, and help yourself to anything in the fridge.
You know, there's a presence here. Right here in this room with us.
What?
You have a ghost. I know you're here. I can feel you.
Joyce, please don't say that kind of thing in my home.
Have some respect. We have a child in this home. That is no place for you to sit here and start picking at spirits, ghosts, entities, whatever.
And Taylor, please call me Mom.
It was just a negative vibe.
That night, Joyce attempts to make contact with the spirit she believes is trapped in the house.
I know you're here. Show yourself to me. Come forward. Come forward. Come and show yourself. I command you.
Soon after settling into their new home, Taylor Jones invites her estranged mother for a visit.
Taylor.
My mother and I, we had a relationship when I was younger, and then it fell apart.
Hello, darling.
So, as an adult, there was 10 years that went by.
Hello, Joyce.
Taylor's father kept her away from Joyce once he found out she practiced black magic.
There was a lot of ugliness that happened. There were a lot of things that she got into that I didn't understand as a child. I had lost her so many times before.
You know, there's a presence here.
I kept in the back of my mind, you know, don't get your hopes up.
That night, Joyce is staying in her granddaughter's attic bedroom.
I know you're here.
When she makes contact with what she believes is a ghost. Downstairs, Taylor is suddenly overcome with an uneasy feeling.
I didn't feel right. Something was off. You could feel a coolness.
Come out. You can't hide. Show yourself. I know you're here. Come and show yourself. I command you.
What the hell do you think you're doing? And don't lie to me, I heard you.
I'm simply communicating with the spirits in your house.
I was mortified. This is supposed to be my mother, and she's going against everything that I believe.
I think I know what happened here.
Joyce senses a presence in the house.
She said, there's a little girl that lives in there. She said that she felt that little girl was hurting bad.
And she is not alone. A darker spirit is with her.
She sensed there was something else here with us, that there were other spirits here.
But Taylor refuses to listen.
I told you I didn't want you to do this. No more, Mother.
I told her point blank, I said, you need to shut your mouth. We have a child in this home. You are putting us all in danger in doing this.
I want you out.
Black magic, it affects everybody around you. Everybody. I don't know everything that she's done. I don't know what she's capable of.
Distraught, Taylor tells Stephen that she wants her mother to leave as soon as possible.
I felt violated. Our home at that point, completely 100% had been violated. I told Stephen, I can't have her in my life. I can't do this. This is an ugly circle. It's not fair for Isabel to see me upset. It's not fair for her to feel tension.
I knew she played with black magic when she was out of the States. One of the first things she did was to try to egg on the spirits. Joyce, she was gonna have to go.
It's now been 2 months since Joyce's departure. All seems normal, but Taylor fears her mother's black magic may have conjured up something in the house.
When she left, I was definitely on the lookout that she didn't stir things up.
I would have to try to calm Taylor down. Don't think about it. Don't put too much thought into it.
I heard giggling, little girl giggling.
It's coming from Isabel's room.
I look at the clock and I'm like, oh my God, no, she needs to be sleeping.
What happened then? That's silly. Here, do you want to play with this? Oh my.
What are you doing?
Playing with my friends.
You're supposed to be in bed, young lady.
She's sitting there on her floor as if she was interacting with somebody.
It's a school night.
Laughing, giggling.
It's bedtime, not playtime. I don't want to hear another noise coming from up here, okay?
Okay.
Close your eyes, Isabel.
For the past few months, Stephen McDade, Taylor Jones, and their 5-year-old daughter Isabel have been living a peaceful life in their new Ohio home. Until Taylor's mother comes for a visit.
Come and show yourself. I command you.
Joyce likes to stir things up. If there are entities or energies or spirits, she instigates them.
But before Joyce can warn her daughter about what she saw, Taylor demands that she leave.
I want you out.
Soon after Joyce's departure, Isabel begins playing with an imaginary friend. At first, her parents aren't concerned.
I tried to brush it off as kids in their imaginations.
I really didn't worry too much about it.
Until Isabel's playmate appears in one of her drawings.
When we asked her about the picture, well, who's this right here? There's Isabel, there's Mommy, there's Daddy, and there's my friend.
Taylor and Stephen quickly realize that to Isabel, the the little girl is very real.
Okay, then the wheels start turning. Who is she talking to? I was getting nervous. I was getting anxious.
Kind of threw me off. First thing that went through my head was, it seems like something out of a scary movie.
But unbeknownst to Taylor and Stephen, Isabel's ghostly friend has a dark secret. A second spirit lurks in the house, and he is terrifying. As the weeks pass, Isabel grows more and more anxious, refusing to enter her attic bedroom.
She was scared of something that was in the house. That's when I started getting a little concerned and worried.
Isabel was telling us that it felt like there was somebody behind her all the time. She didn't feel like she was alone.
It's okay.
She just didn't want to be up there. She did not want to be up there.
Isabel?
What we ended up finding out, I wouldn't have wanted to be up there either.
One weekend, Stephen goes out of town.
I was going out on a hunting trip, me and my father. I never liked leaving Taylor and Isabel by themselves. This time I was a little bit more worried with the stuff that was going on in the house.
I miss Stephen when he leaves, you know, I was having a hard time sleeping. Luna was right next to me. All of a sudden, she started barking.
What is it, Luna?
She was locked on something.
What is it, Luna? What's it?
My initial reaction, I need to protect my child. There's somebody there. Every hair on my body was standing on end. I could sense there was something there.
Luna suddenly grows quiet.
When Luna kind of backed off, I was like, all right, whatever that was is gone.
Oh, girl. It's okay. It's okay, Luna. Oh, girl.
For more A Haunting, visit DestinationAmerica.com. For the past few weeks, 5-year-old Isabel
Do you want to play with this?
has been passing the time with an imaginary playmate.
I didn't feel like it was something to worry about.
But is it just a pretend friend? Or could it be a ghost? One weekend, her dad goes on a hunting trip, leaving Isabel and her mom alone in the house.
What was it, Luna?
Taylor grabs one of the guns the family keeps in the house for protection.
Good girl. It's okay.
There was a man standing plain as day. I had my .38 in position ready to fire.
Then in an instant, he's gone. Taylor now feels certain her house is haunted.
I was so scared. I couldn't deny that there was a ghost in my house. People say, oh, you're crazy, that stuff doesn't exist. It exists. It is real. It is very real.
When Stephen comes home, Taylor tells him about her terrifying encounter.
All the doors were locked. There was nothing, and so I come back over here to Luna, and she will not go into the kitchen. She's staying here and refuses to go in.
You could just see it all over her face that something happened to her. She said that she's seen somebody at the door that was there, but wasn't there. She was pretty shook up about it.
And when I turn around, there's just a guy standing there.
There's nothing that I could do. Nothing. If this is a ghost, I have no control. When am I gonna see something next? When am I gonna feel something next? There was a total feeling of helplessness.
Stephen tries to comfort Taylor, but he doesn't know what to do.
Taylor started to feel the presence around her all the time. And I know it scared her. I was just trying to reassure her as much as I could.
Stephen is our protector, you know. He takes care of us girls and would never want us to feel unsafe. And at that point, I knew Stephen could not comfort those feelings.
Over the next few days, he attempts to carry on with everyday life, hoping these strange occurrences will stop on their own.
I've always believed in ghosts and spirits and stuff like that, but I'd always try to debunk it. Don't put too much thought into it. Pay no attention to them, and maybe, hopefully, it would just go away.
But lately, he can't shake the feeling that he's being watched.
I was getting creepy feelings. And I happened to glance up. There was a guy standing up there in Isabel's bedroom. Got in the house, there's nobody there.
Like Taylor, Stephen is now convinced that the house is haunted.
I kind of knew right away that it wasn't a human. Yeah, I mean, what's a guy to do? A ghost or a spirit? I mean, you can't throw a punch at him and make him back off or anything like that. I kind of felt helpless. I didn't know what to do.
Stephen and I had a long talk, and we need to get somebody in here. And we need to do it fast before this escalates even more.
Desperate for help, Stephen and Taylor contact husband and wife paranormal investigators Patty and Lee Allen of Paravisions.
Taylor. She mentioned that her mother, Joyce, was doing some black magic here.
Black magic often employs spells or curses meant to inflict harm.
Black magic is not something to be toyed with. I thought it was a potential trigger.
Patty uses an EMF meter to look for fluctuations in electromagnetic energy. Lee has the psychic ability to sense paranormal activity.
I actually not just see, but I can actually feel what they're feeling, the spirit. Standing there, I felt overwhelmed.
Suddenly, Lee has a vision.
You know how when your hands fall asleep, that sensation? My whole body felt that way. As soon as I get that sensation, it's on.
All right, fellas, where we at? I think it's on you now. Yeah. Ante up, gentlemen.
In the vision, 3 men are gambling at a table in the house when one of them grows increasingly frustrated.
Full house. Look at rat.
He was sitting with these 2 guys. Something came upon him that he didn't like the way the guy was dealing the cards.
Money's all in.
You think you can get away with cheating, mate?
Hey, don't blame me now. Just not your lucky day. Oh, come on, man. What's going on? Come on.
He went a little ballistic.
Can you believe this guy? He's just basically started here. I think something funny's going on. This is just straight out of time here. Hey, what the hell? Oh my God. No,
Not my lucky night, right?
No. Hey, what the hell? No.
And he wasn't going to take it anymore. And he shot them.
The killer hears a noise coming from the attic.
All of a sudden, he went upstairs.
In a small home outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, a family of 3 has been haunted by the ghosts of 2 tormented souls, a frightened little girl and a sinister man.
You would come in the house and it'd be like a creepy vibe. My biggest concern at that point was the safety of my girls.
In an effort to reclaim their home, the family calls in paranormal investigators Patty and Lee Allen of Paravisions. Suddenly, Lee has a vision of a tragic incident he believes took place inside the house many years ago.
You think you can get away with cheating, mate?
It don't matter if it's 1800, 1920, 1999. I'm there in that time frame.
Hey, come on.
I feel everything that was going on at that time.
Hey, what the hell? Oh my God.
Not my lucky night, right?
No.
The first thing I thought of was I gotta follow this guy.
the attic, Lee sees a little girl hiding in fear.
She was so scared, just shaken and cold. She was so terrified that even if she breathed, she felt like he was going to hear it.
Lee snaps out of his trance and into present-day reality.
She's dead.
What did you see?
He killed them all.
He said, there's bodies in here. He said, I can just smell the blood.
2 men and a little girl. The little girl. She's here. She's upstairs.
Lee believes they are dealing with what's called a residual haunting, in which a traumatic event is replayed over and over.
Residual hauntings that's affecting this home is something that happened at its time, and it constantly repeats itself. It's a stamp of memory, and she was still trapped in that time frame.
Come help me. We're gonna cross this little girl over.
When a spirit has not crossed over, my belief is that they needed their story to be told.
It's okay. What's your name?
Tiffany?
Well, that's a pretty name.
Although Patty cannot see Tiffany, she can feel her.
Sitting there, the entire left hand in front of my body was freezing cold.
You've passed on, Tiffany. That means you don't have to stay here. You can go to a place where nothing will ever hurt you again. I can help. All you gotta do is look to the light.
A crossover you can do just by prayers. You can lead them to the light. If they see it, they can go. You just got to talk to them, convince them, and let them know that it's okay.
Dear God, take this spirit, your child. Help her to cross over. Take away her pain and suffering. Save her as only you can do. Amen. It's okay. It's okay.
It felt as if the energy in the room had changed. And I couldn't feel a pressure on my hand anymore. The coldness left, and it was that warm sensation from my head all the way down to my toes. I felt with everything I had that she was safe, that she was gone, and that she was in a better place.
It brought tears to my eyes because we shared this moment with this little girl, and our Creator was right there, and He brought us all together. And she went to her resting place.
Suddenly, Lee is struck by another vision.
Lee? What's wrong?
The killer's still here. Isabel isn't safe. No one in the family is.
For more than 6 months, Taylor, Stephen, and their daughter Isabel have been haunted by 2 spirits.
Living through something like this, it's terrifying.
Paranormal investigators finally released the soul of one of the ghosts, a victim of murder. But for the family, the ordeal is far from over. The other entity, the girl's killer, is still there.
Now with the girl gone, we were worried that he would turn his attention to either Isabel or Taylor and undo everything we had tried to do by calming the house down.
To rid the house of the evil ghost, Lee approaches him with compassion.
A normal paranormal investigator would just have went in and they would have attacked him. They would have provoked him. But then I got to think of him not as just a creepy crook that killed these people, but he's got a heart just like us. And I think he's entitled to justice just as well.
Where is she?
He knew I was there. He knew I could see.
You can't have her. You have to go now, too. You have turned your back on God. But all you have to do is turn around, and he will acknowledge you.
I told him, I says, I'm not here to judge you for what you did to those guys downstairs, what you did to that little girl. I'm here to help you. I'm here for you to cross over. I'm here for you.
I'm gonna pray for you.
The gunman concedes his fate and allows Lee to guide him to the spirit world.
Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Amen. It's over.
The atmosphere in the room definitely lifted. It's as if we could all finally breathe again.
When I feel it in my heart, I know the spirit is gone.
But there are still unanswered questions. Who were these spirits who appeared in Lee's vision? To this day, their identities remain a mystery.
When we researched, I was unable to find any documentation of the death of a small child in that area.
As for Taylor's mother, the family has not renewed contact since she visited their home. But they will always wonder whether her black magic awakened the spirits.
Come and show yourself. I command you.
Or if these entities were already attached to the house.
I believe that this case was sort of a perfect storm, with the history of our client's mother delving into some black magic, along with the residual of the building itself.
I know it had something to do with her. It definitely got very active after she left.
Whatever the answers, Stephen, Taylor, and Isabel will be forever grateful to Lee and Patty.
I love Paravisions because they were worried about my family and they just wanted to help us out.
We are extremely grateful. They listen to us, they care, and I'll forever be thankful because they calmed our house down.
In June 2014, Stephen McDade and Taylor Jones wed in a small ceremony. Their daughter Isabel serves as their flower girl.
I'm very happy that I finally made Taylor an honest woman and we got married under the eyes of God.
Today, the McDade family is living peacefully in the same home they moved into nearly a year ago.
The helplessness has lifted, the fear is gone, and I love having our happy home back.
It feels like a home again now, like when we first moved in, before all the activity started. It feels like our house now.
Our daughter loves being in her room now. She has no issue going anywhere in the house anymore. She's not afraid. There's no problems, none whatsoever.